So what's your level of concern?
We have the first test aircraft at Pax River. The second one, I think, is going to be there before the end of the year. My focus, Tony, is on the promise that the contractor has made to us that we will have IOC of our first squadron. And by the way, I think you know we're the first service to get an operational squadron in 2012. That is an important period to us because the British and the Italian, who are buying the same version that we are keenly interested in that. We've accepted risk now for a number of years, not buying fourth-generation airplanes such as the Navy has done to await the arrival of this aircraft. We've got a small bathtub out there of vulnerability with regard to attack and fighter aircraft. So all of our planning is 2012 backwards. And when we ask that question, we get the same answer. We're going to make 2012 for you. It may be December of calendar year 2012, but we're going to make 2012 for you. And what the contractors tell us, and in fact it's validated by the program manager, is that the ground test birds that we have used are going to be tremendously more impactful than they have been in the past, and that a lot of things that we could see when we start flying the experimental aircraft in a vertical takeoff mode will be less problematic for us. I still fully expect to get an invitation in the spring of next year to go watch the first vertical flight at Pax River. And if that happens, again, the contractors and the program manager tell me that we will be generally on the schedule that they think we need to follow.
What does your BS meter tell you, though? I mean, you've heard this from the companies and the program manager before, that the thing is on schedule, it's going to do this, it's going to do that. I mean, are you getting more skeptical, or are you...
Well, I'm an unapologetic optimist, okay? I got to tell you that at the outset, I guess. But you know, we are very concerned about it. We register that concern, okay? I just saw Bob Stevens last week, and we stood closer than you and I are, and I asked him that question, okay? And he's not a BS kind of guy. You know, he tells me he's got his A-team on it. He still thinks he can make 2012, and all, you know, focuses are in that direction. So I got to take the man at his word. And so I think everybody understands how important it is, and that we're not gonna let up.
What are you concerned about? This will be my last question. What are you concerned about at this point, though? That they may not make the 2012 date, or that the program is just slipping too much?
Our focus is 2012, okay, and I think they're related. So long as that doesn't slip, then I'm not going to be critical of the other things that they have in some of the areas of the program. Okay, the cost rise and all that, that's someone else's concern, at least at this point, although we're watching it in the per unit kind of consideration. But our focus is that we want to get those planes in and operational so we can start doing the same thing with the GS-35 that we have done with Osprey. Okay,
General, staying on that issue,